Greetings to the misinformed and the unfortunate. This is my third video. I'm so excited as always. Today we're going to be talking about my comments that I've gotten on my last video and some other things like diving into my life, living with conservative parents. And I know that is not the worst thing. It is not the end of the world to have conservative parents. I just would like to speak about some things that have happened living with conservative parents. Obviously, I'm not going to get too much into my life because I don't want everybody knowing my personal business. That's absolutely not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to give you guys a view, an outline of my life. Yeah, so I'll be getting into it. So recently I had gotten a comment on my last video about, oh, if you have conservative parents and you're not allowed to have access to the internet on your phone, how do you look like that? How do you have piercings? To tell you the truth, I honestly don't know. My parents are super, super conservative. I wasn't even allowed to have my earlobes pierced. They are against any sort of piercings at all. They hate them. And I feel like one of the reasons would be because I fought back so hard and so eagerly that my parents are just so tired of me fighting back or questioning their motivations to why I can't have piercings, and they don't know the answer, and that makes them afraid. And if they don't know the answer, it makes them look stupid, and I know that they think that. So maybe that could be another reason, or that could be a reason, and another reason could be because I'm normally wearing fake piercings, and I'm constantly doing it. I'm constantly wearing fake piercings. So my parents think that I'm wearing fake piercings. I'm pretty sure. Which they're not. They're not fake. And maybe that's why they were always still upset with me even for wearing fake piercings. They still didn't like that about me. I love piercings so much. Even when I was thinking more conservatively, thinking more on their side, I still loved piercings so much and I wanted them so badly. So I would just wear fake piercings all the time. Excuse me. So yeah, I guess that's an answer to your question, and also why I'm not allowed to be on the internet. To answer that question as well, I don't think that was a question necessarily, but I'm gonna answer it anyway. So my parents don't allow me to have internet because they don't want me I can't even, just to put it plainly, they don't want me to become more gay. Because they hate gay people, they hate queer people, they hate people of color, which is not a good look for me. Obviously, I'm not just oh, this is so awesome. No, that is terrible, and I do not agree with them at all. Yeah, so they believe that the internet would be a bad influence for me, and they think that that is the reason why I'm queer, because how else would I know about this, even though I've been feeling this way for most of my life. Pretty much my whole life I've been feeling this way. I didn't just learn about it on the internet. I learned about what I felt like. I learned about what it was called. I learned what a label for it, and that's great. I already knew what I thought, but I didn't know that there was a label for it, and I found that on the internet. The only internet I necessarily ever had, I didn't get a phone until 13, I believe, right before my 14th birthday. Yeah, right before my 14th birthday. Which isn't terrible, obviously, but it didn't have internet on it. You can only text people and call people and use the Notes app or something. And then there's this weird app that lets you play music, but it only allows you to play mainstream clean music, which is super weird. Okay, which is really lame as well, because give me my medal. What is wrong with you guys? But otherwise, the only internet access I necessarily had was on a Nintendo Switch that is now broken, and on like an old phone that I for some reason found, and then I got it to work, and I had that when I was like 10, and I could like be on the internet, but it would crash all the time, so I couldn't be on the internet that long or else the phone would crash. And I would like secretly watch stuff on it, probably stuff that I shouldn't have been watching, to be honest. I can admit that, but I was 10 years old. That was 4 years ago. We're not bringing that back. So yeah, that was really like the only internet access I had. I would listen to Billie Eilish on it, and my dad heard me listening to Billie Eilish one time, and he got so mad at me because secular music is disgusting to them. Which, again, I look like this. How am I even allowed to, like, live? I have no clue other than I fought back so hard that I got myself to this place. That's probably the only reason I would know why. I don't know why they're picky and choosy about things. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. They are primarily very strict. I'm not really allowed to go outside of the house ever without them. So, like, not even to, like, our local library. I can't go anywhere. I'm 14. I can't go anywhere. I probably shouldn't have stated my age on the internet, but oh well. I'm a minor. I think you guys know that, so I feel like that's good enough. You should back off, because I am a minor. But, yeah. So I guess that's like answering that question as well. But then I also, let me get my phone out for this, because I took a picture of it from my laptop, and so I'm not gonna dox this person at all. I'm just gonna read off what they commented, because I have some things to say. I have a lot of things to say, actually. So in my last video, I was talking about how the economy of America is so bad. Everybody sucks here. It's just awful. It's not good. It's not awful as in, like, we're in the middle of war. No. Like, not us. We're not in the middle of war. But we're trying to get involved for some fucking reason. Like, bro. Anyway, what they said as a response to my video was, then get away from this place. America's system isn't perfect, but it's the best one we've got. Go live in another country and see how accepting they'll be of your identity, or if they'll even care. You don't know how good you have it. And I'm going to read off my response, because I'm saying it again. You can go back and look at that video and, like, see what my comment was. Like, you can read it off. But I will state it forever, and I will shout this from a mountain. Like, I heard that argument way too many times, and I know the exact response to give. And of course, that person never responded to my comment. I don't know if they ever will, but if they do, you're a really brave person. That's awesome. No hate to this person. Sometimes people just genuinely don't know, and they genuinely need to be educated, so I'm not trying to spread hate here. But anyway, my response was, I think I understand where you are coming from. However, I'm a minor and I cannot leave America right now. But maybe I would have a chance to do that in my future. My identity is not currently accepted by most people in the area of America that I live in. Because of the economy in America, it is not that easy to leave the country, which is kind of the point I'm trying to get at. I'm so grateful to not be in an area of war, but I'm still unhappy with the way America has turned out. Also, I also shouldn't have to leave. I am trying to figure out how to make America comfortable for people to live in, so that they don't feel threatened to leave. I'm sure that my little impact probably won't do too much, but I still hope it inspires other people to stand up for what is right. Thank you for commenting. I stand by what I said. The fact that they even commented that makes me also feel like they're probably a privileged person as well, because just the thought of, like, having the opportunity to do that and having the money, I'm a child. Where am I supposed to get money, guys? What are you expecting from me? Like, why are you, like, threatening a child to leave America if they don't like it? Like, can I just freely say, hey, I hate it here? Am I not allowed to say that? I'm tired of, like, people having stuff like that to say. I'm done. I've heard that argument so many times. I have conservative parents. I've heard that argument so many times. I've heard that comment so many times. But again, no hate to this person. Sometimes people genuinely just do not know. Again, and it's okay to genuinely not know, but maybe if you don't know things that well, you probably shouldn't be commenting on people's videos, you know? And sorry for my reading as well. I know, I'm an honor student, and I'm an honor student in Lang and Lit. Me stuttering. I have a stutter, okay? Don't make fun of the stutter. Don't make fun of the lisp. I can't help it, okay? Being an honor student and Lang and Lit, and that's really ironic when I can't even speak. Oh God. But yeah, I love writing. I normally write out all my stuff, but I didn't today. The last time I did my video, I didn't read off what I wrote, but I more memorized it and tried to make a video about it, and it got 100 times more views than I thought it was going to get, because I thought that nobody was going to watch my videos, and that's crazy that I can't even fathom 100 plus people. That's crazy. That's awesome, dude. Yeah. The state of America. Oh God. So that whole comment, I think, was disregarding the fact of America's terrible economy as well, which I had stated before, obviously, but plane tickets are fucking expensive. What do you expect? I can't just get up and leave. I have family here. Sorry, my water bottle fell down. I have family here. It fell down again. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? And I can't just leave just like that as well. The fact that you can think about that is great. I just can't. Maybe in the future that would be awesome. Like if I had some of my family at least move with me to Canada, that'd be awesome. But that's not gonna happen, and I'm not gonna be able to move out. I'm not allowed to move out until I'm 18. I'm not, obviously, I feel like that's a rule that most teenagers have. And also, anybody who's, worrying about my home life, believe me, I've checked in with so many, people, just CPS and everything. They're like, okay, there's a 50-50 chance that we could help you, and I lost that 50-50 chance. I can't get help. And I'm not being hit or anything. That's not what I'm saying. That's awful. This video is probably gonna get taken down. Oh God. But yeah, nothing like that. I sure hope this video doesn't get taken down. Oh, by the way, my keychain. Oh, fuck. It's so cute, bro. You can't even see it. But, yeah. You guys listen to Kitty? That's so random, but, they're my favorite metal band right now. Anybody else? No? Any Kitty fans? Any Bikini Kill fans? Anybody? Ethel Cain. I love Ethel Cain so much. I love Ethel Cain so much. Her album Perverts, crazy, dude. Speaking of that, we're gonna get into that topic. I went to a very religious, that's contradictory, but a church that was just very conservative. And I had stopped going there just recently for the past while, maybe I'd say 9 months or something. I haven't been there in a bit. But yeah, I remember this one preacher there who was preaching about, like, he was from Afghanistan, I think. He was like, he came back from a war. Good for him. That's great. That's awesome that you are in, like, a more free place and that you are not actively, like, at war. That's awesome. But he, for some reason, this had nothing to do with his sermon, but he was just, like, speaking about how awful it was at his, like, old home, and, like, how war was terrible, and like, how he found God and stuff, and got a wife. And for some reason, in, like, the middle of his sermon, and again, this had nothing to do with his sermon, and I'll just get to it. He said, homosexuality is a sin. All those people will go to hell and they will deserve it. And everybody cheered. Everybody at that church cheered, which is obvious. I'm sure I'm gonna get comments under this video saying, shut up, you gay. Like, I'm sure there will be people like that, and I could just block them, because block the haters, right? Because also, you shouldn't be saying, don't make fun of the lisp, bro. I can't do this anymore. You shouldn't be saying to a minor. You shouldn't be saying that to a minor. Like, can we get a grip? Can we just, like, shut our mouths and, like, be respectful to a minor at least? Like, come on, guys. Does everybody have to be upset? But yeah, and everybody, when he said that, everybody cheered, and then after there would be, like, a song that they sang, and they were all like, yeah, I hate gay people are awful. And little tiny me, knowing exactly who I was like, just completely distraught. The amount of hopelessness and just absolute, like, desperateness for, like, love just filled my body. Just, that is an unexplainable feeling. And speaking of that, Ethel Cain, this has something to do with it, but the album Perverts. In the album Perverts, her song Perverts, it encapsulates that feeling just so well. It kind of reminds me of, like, a church conference or, like, a late night church meeting or something, where you know that everybody's against you, but they don't know who you are. They don't know who you are. They don't know that you're gay. They don't know that you're the very person that they are speaking out against. They have no idea, but you know yourself. You best know. And everybody is not in support of you, which made it really hard for me to finally just accept it. But also, it made it slightly easier, too, for that. I know that's contradictory as well. But because I wanted to go against my parents so badly, because I feel like everything I do is in spite of my parents, because I like to cause strife for some reason. I'm a little devil child. But yeah, I like to do everything in contradictory, or, like, against my parents. Or not contradictory, I don't know why I said that, but against my parents, in spite of them. And so I kind of jumped into this community, and I was like, yes, I'm doing exactly what my parents don't want me to do, because I don't like my parents, but that's not the reason I should have came in. And when I did that, I found myself in that, but that's the whole reason why I jumped into it, and that should not have been the reason. But because of that, I did find myself, which is great. I'm sure that there's gonna be, like, a few people who are gonna discount my identity. That's fine. I hear that every day. My parents do that every day. I don't get a break from that. Not at school, not at home. I'm constantly bombarded by something that goes against my identity, or, like, something like that. So that's fine. But it does also make me very disappointed that I got to have a taste of the outside world, and I felt like it was going to be this new, great place where I would finally be accepted, and then all of a sudden, no. I know that there's people out there who do not accept me at all, and that it's just gonna have to be that. I have to be okay with that, and I shouldn't let other people take away my sense of hope and longing for like a better life or something. Like, I shouldn't hand that over to people, and I shouldn't hand that over to my parents, and that should never happen. Damn, 20 minutes, Jesus. I keep on talking for way too long, I'm so sorry. But, I mean, people watched my last video, and that was like 30 minutes long, because I can never shut the actual fuck up. This video is definitely gonna be taken down. But that would suck if it does. But at least, before it gets taken down, I hope that, like, the person that commented under my last video, like, asking a question about why I look like this, or why I have piercings and have conservative parents, I hope that they at least see it, because I made this video for them. I made that for you. But also for other people as well, but mainly because I said that I would. And I've been pushing it off because I have way too much homework, and I'm immediately tired when I get home. I probably shut down because my parents are here, and that immediately makes me feel dreadful, and then I just want to sleep through the time that I have to spend with my parents. It doesn't suck that much here. Believe me. I'm not very believable, but yeah, that's kind of my life. Church, religious trauma. We love that. We love that. Oh my god. We literally have a picture of white Jesus, Hosier, down on our shelf or something. White Jesus? Are you kidding me, bro? Jesus wasn't white. What did white supremacy do? Bro, this video is gonna get taken down. I don't know how to bleep things out. I don't know how to do that. Because I'm stupid. But what else should I talk about? Hold on, don't leave. I'm thinking about other topics, and if I can't, I'll just end the video. School. Oh my god. I had went to a religious school all my life until just this year. This is my freshman year, and I went to a public school, which is crazy because I would have never fathomed that. My old school was awful. Very conservative, again. We had like this chapel there, and there was like this lady that put up like on a projector, like, she put up a picture of a woman wearing pants, and she's like, this is what's wrong with society. Women should never be allowed to wear pants. That is disgusting, and only men should be doing that, because it says in the Bible, women shouldn't be wearing men's clothes, and men shouldn't be wearing women's clothes, or something like that. I know that there's a verse in there like that, but yeah, that's how conservative they were. The women weren't allowed to wear pants. That's pretty crazy. They weren't allowed to pierce their ears. They weren't allowed to wear pants. Maybe you could guess what religion they were in. Maybe. I hope that nobody I knew from my old school ever watches this video. The chances of that happening are very low, but if they do, please don't say where I came from. That would destroy everything that I have going for myself, because I don't want to bring that onto the internet. That's awful. I don't want to, yeah. Maybe I will one day. I don't know. Maybe I will, like, next video. I have no idea. I don't know if I necessarily want to talk about that. Now I kind of want to say it, but I don't want to. I mean, I do, but I don't. Well, you guys can guess, and I can tell you the next video, maybe. Guess what religion they were in. Which, speaking of religion, again, my father gets so angry every time I call his beliefs a religion, because it is a religion just objectively, and he's like, it's not a religion, it's a relationship with Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, but that's a religion though. Like, if I believed in Buddhism, that's a religion. Like, you can believe in a god and have a relationship with them. It's a religion. Like, but Confucianism is a philosophy. Because that's not a philosophy. Having a relationship with God, that's a religion, just objectively, because you base your whole life around it. You have, like, cultural significance to it. That is a religion. Sorry. They get so mad every time I say that. I don't know why they're, like, so angry when I call it a religion. I have no idea. Maybe because they know that religion has a bad reputation and they don't want to be associated with that, but they are very much associated with that. They themselves have a bad reputation, and just calling it not a religion doesn't make it any less bad. Yeah. Don't become gay, or the internet made you gay. Phone that doesn't have internet on it. God, I'm such a loser, bro. That's basically my life. I guess this is gonna be the end of the video. So, have a great day, guys. I don't know what my last ending to the video was. I have no idea what it was, but, yeah, have a great day. I hope it provoked, thoughts, and I hope you'll think about it, and comment, I guess, whatever you want. Thanks for watching so much. Oh god.